Yajra Nami, blessings to you. This again is Joshua from Chosen Vessels, the Preacher's channel, and this is our second video presentation today, September 21st, 2019, with which we want to confirm a few things about 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, okay, shall humble themselves. And this is yet another example of how Yahweh created us in the similitude of the ancient Hebrew letters. Okay? We are designed in the similitude of the ancient Hebrew letters. Okay, this is the B. It's a person bending down on a bended knees. It means to bow. Okay, we're going to look at this word. This word in particular, it means to comply or to come into compliance or to obey, to live in obedience. So if my people which are called by my name shall live in obedience, shall bring, okay, themselves into compliance. And compliance to who? To Yahweh. But the question again is, who is Yahweh? We all claim we know Yahweh, but do we really know who Yahweh is? Unless you know who Yahweh is, your worship is in vain. So we want to show you with the prophecies the identity of Yahweh. Yahweh is a person. Who is he? We're going to use Jacob's prophecy, Moses' prophecy, as well as other verses to reveal the identity of who Yahweh is, the identity of the person to whom we all owe our allegiance to. So, by means of the ancient Hebrew, we're going to seal our understanding on this matter for our own good. And feel free to add your comments, your questions, and or your additions in the comment section below this video. Thank you in advance for your insights. 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14 reads from the King James Version, quote, "If my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land," unquote. And I often hear people complaining that they're not experiencing blessings, divine blessings. And my question to them is, or often is, are you living in obedience? And often they have no answer. So uh, I cannot claim divine blessings while I live in disobedience, while I'm not doing things as Yahweh commanded. Okay, so the condition is, okay, is if I humble myself and then I will experience the blessings. So we have the same context in Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1, and then verse 12 and 13. And it shall come to pass, if, okay, again, if thou shalt hearken diligently. To hearken, it takes more than just hearing words. It is about hearing words and putting them into practice. If thou shalt diligently hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and observe and do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the work of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. And the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them," unquote. So the Arabic word for humble is the ba, okay, the ba and the ba. If you look at it again, it's in the shape of a person on bended knees. This is not worship. It is a body language. Okay, it is it is it means to bow. Okay, it means to be obedient, to be in compliance, to live in compliance. So to be a humble person, it is not, being shy and bashful. It means to live in obedience to Yahweh and to his commandment. And the ave, the ancient Hebrew word is the ba. Okay, it means to bend, to curve, to coil, and to bow. Bow. Okay, bow. As a matter of fact, if you go online to look up the etymology of the word bow, you read things as such as it is from Old English boggin, or from Proto-Germanic uh, bugon. Okay, it is completely irrelevant. There is no way possible to get bow out of bugan or boggin. Okay, bow, it is bow. It is the word bow is an ancient Hebrew word, the bow, that was borrowed into the English. Okay, the bow, it means to bend, to curl, to coil, or to bow. Okay, to bow. This is a motor with the wires curled, and then we have the um, a wire coiled here, and a person on bending knees, all in the shape of the bow, and a person bending down, or slouching over in the shape of the bow. This is a curve in the shape of the bow. This is a person bending a rod. Okay, and then this is another image of a curve or a coil in nature. In other words, to bend something is to bring it into obedience, is to bring it into compliance. And the question again is, in compliance to whom? To whom do we owe our allegiance to? And the prophecy states in number one, Genesis, patriarch Jacob prophesied concerning Shiloh. He says what? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh. The sub, and the law, it means a conqueror, a shepherd, or a ruler, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be. So observe the scepter, okay, and lawgiver, and obedience, the gathering of the people be. So there's one person coming. His name is Shiloh. His name is the conqueror. His name is the shepherd. He is the ruler, and to whom we owe what? Our obedience to. We're gonna bow to him. And the prophecy was reiterated much later on by Moses, and he told our people, the Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet, okay, a lawgiver from the midst of thee, and thy brethren like unto me. Unto him ye shall what? Hearken. Again, okay, gathering of the people shall be. Unto him ye shall hearken. And then later on, we have Matthew chapter 2, verse 3 through 6. When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born. Okay, so the high priests, the chiefs, the scribes, they told Herod about Shiloh, the prophet, the lawgiver, the one to rule Israel. Okay, the one to whom our obedience is going to be, the one to whom we're going to bow down to, and his name is the Christ. And Herod was troubled, and they said unto him, in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, and thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judea, art not the least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor. You see that? The Shiloh, the governor, the one to hold the scepter, the lawgiver, a governor that shall rule my people Israel. The Shiloh, the prophets, or the Messiah, the Christ, the Messiah, or the Ameshamina. He shall rule the people. So our obedience is to whom? Is to Yashi, Shiloh, Jesus the Christ. So the prophecy is clear and the letters confirm it. The ball is therefore now in your court. Obedience first, and then the blessings will come. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have more to share with you coming soon.